Hey y'all, I'm going to be reacting to King's Raid Successors of the Will episode 26. I'll be starting my reaction from the 2 minutes and 30-second mark. And 1-0, go! The Battle of the World Tree. I even like the title, it just sounds like a grandiose epic. And saying that no matter what they do with the series, the ending, I feel like it's going to be rushed because even if they beat Angemund and it lasts the whole episode and the fight's satisfying, that means there's going to be like almost zero room for an epilogue. Thankfully, they got a lot of force so they can make some distractions towards Angemund in order to get his blade. The thing is, though, that's King Kyle. Who's to say his mind isn't completely overtaken at that point? Damn, talk about some massive aggressivity there. He just casually blocked it without even looking at it. Yo, talk about a flex. And I like the tenseness of the scene too, because in most animes when blades collide, you don't see the animators put in the extra effort of showing sparks fly while blades are colliding lightly like that. So it's looking really darn detailed. I mean, it makes sense Lena does have the least amount of combat experience out of all the heroes. Sure, I mean, they do have a lot of forces, and it's different because unlike last time when Kyle took on the Dark Lord solo, guess what? Has all of his friends intact. Huh! He just fucking broke that like an ice cream cone! Yo! Oh no, I don't want to see Scarlet die. Fuck! Our man! Okay, Scarlet's gonna rehead a lot of favors with this with the amount of times he saved her. Oh! Yes! I actually like that. Ray actually made up for his film by giving Castle an opportunity to knock the blade away. Finally! Jeez! And you know something I like about the choreography? Moon just keeps on attacking and it takes someone else to cover up in order to prevent mistakes from being absolutely fatal. So that's something I'm really digging about this fight too. I'm surprised this dude didn't do Will from the get-go. But then I guess that sword probably couldn't be utilized alongside the Holy Blade. Oh, Thea, I thought for a second our boy was going to be finished. I was like, I would have been like, no, if that happened. Oh yeah, our boy looks ready to bust fuckers up. Yes! Damn, that looked good! And finally, the blade belongs with its rightful owner. Yo, this one looks like it's about to go Super Saiyan by that golden glow. I'm assuming it's going to have its energy beam of its own. Oh yeah. Oh no. Hope this doesn't mean Frey's gonna sacrifice herself in making such a similarly powerful protection spell. Damn! mountaintop is gonna actually blow up. Oh, okay, I thought for a second mountains were gonna be wrecked. I was like, damn. It does look like most of the terrain was affected. Oh, no, 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 no. Jeez! I mean, Castelli's got... I mean, it's seemingly looking like he's going to have to sacrifice his life in order to win. Because now the odds seem really stacked against him. Yo! No, seriously, the animators went all out. Jeez! Like, all the details, like with his hair moving as he's doing each individual attack. The choreography where when not when blocking an attack, he utilizes an energy beam to try to get the upper hand. Just so much creativity. Yo, Cleo, Roy, everything, they're all bad. Oh, and his friend too is back. I have a feeling that's not gonna work though. That will work probably against any other opponent, but that ain't gonna work against the motherfucking Nagamund. I mean, it was a good attempt. The plan was great. I'm not gonna blame Cleo for that. So like it was like in a whole nother different league. True. Especially people like poor little Chibi. Aww. I actually like how here he gets some of the episodic episodes a bit of strength. Not all of them though, because some of them felt pointless, but the ones involving the child who lost her parents, Chibi, those ones actually did feel weighty. And the old lady too. That eventually got along with Cleo. Huh. Jeez, they keep on elevating the animation quality more as the episode advances. With all those sparkle animation. Ugh. I mean, I gotta admit though, for Cassell to be taking on those hits and still get back up, he is a tank. Oh no! What the? No! Oh, I thought for a second he was gonna die. Whew. Jeez. I would have thought Rihet would have grown so much to the point that he would actually sacrifice his body for Cassell like that. Oh. Hopefully that means good things and... Oh yeah, similar to what happened to Kyle. No, 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 no. And to see, even though she's in a fearful situation where she doesn't know what's going to happen to her if she does this. Aww. That's probably what Maria wished she did all those years ago. Sounds like he's being tormented. Hopefully that thing that Ellie made can actually help make up the difference. Because, hey, I think that he's earned. I think that's on this one stuff earned a happy ending. Yo, it's looking good. It looks like he's about to get an ultra mega power up by the way his armor's glowing. Okay, that thing looks like it's capable of blowing up a mountain with that ferocity. Oh. It was actually nice to get to see Kyle there. Aww. Hope that means the Ogwin is completely eviscerated and not just sealed. I'm gonna cross my fingers. Yo, does it mean Kyle's gonna be alive? Yes! I mean, fuck it. Even though, yes, Kyle being alive. Oh, that's actually a big surprise. Even though, yes, you could say Kyle being alive makes the ending a bit too happy. Fuck it, I approve of this. Oh. Oh. That's actually pretty selfless there. Oh. So that explains why Abu is the only one who was able to utilize the power. I don't think Maria's gonna be angry one bit. Oh. I mean, there had to be consequences. It's just unfortunate I ended up being such a great man, like... Man. Man, it cuts deep. If there was a man that really deserved a happy ending, it was Kyle. But he passed away like a badass, though. That's what matters the most. I mean, hopefully, though, she can reform herself, and after all this, I mean, hey, it's life. Sometimes you have regrets. Just thankfully, Frey didn't make the same mistake of not delivering her. Didn't make the same mistake of not delivering her true feelings, and she actually managed to pull it off. Yes! I like how you see Frank shocked and Selene jealous. Alright, this is cute. Yeah, I think Rhea has the right of holding on to that. Oh, finally a genuine smile. Alright, I actually like how in a way also completes Redhead's character arc. Where he's realizing that there's more to life than just revenge now that Alia's wish has been realized. Okay. It's actually nice getting to see how some of the episodic characters are doing. Good! Good! Glad they're being slowing down the demonic activities. Fuck yes! I like that. Everything's happy. They'll mention how there might be situations where... Yes! He deserves it. He deserves to be seen as a hero. Oh, you can tell how much she misses Tim, though. I miss him, too. Well, those nobles can go fuck themselves! Well, it makes sense. Not everything's gonna be fixed, but at least things are changing for the better. I like that. You see, Scarlet, she's keeping to her promises of increasing relationships between the Irvelians and the Dark Elves. Takes a tough individual to tackle on a huge burden like that. good at the very least. For one, they should start by getting rid of the power of the nobles that are less than ethical. Huh. Hey, I mean, he deserves it. Although I have a feeling Ray might reject that. Who knows? He might accept it. I think he seems like the type of one who's going to want to explore the world, though. Yeah. Hey, that's a good goal, too. Hey, I mean, yeah, what better way than a dark elf himself, especially one with blood relations to Ilya. Hey, that's a noble goal. Hey! That's a start. That's a huge start. This rip put his faith in someone else. Aww. Now that's what the Ray I love to see, the smiley one. I like the edgy, angry one too, but the smiley one I love even more. Okay. Our boy! It's been a long time coming to. He's been way more capable of just being a knight. He is! Well, him, Rehet, Roy, Scarlet, Frey, Selene, Cleo, Claus, they're all heroes. That's one thing I wish they emphasized more. Characters like Flag, his death would have been more impactful in episode 1 if they had shown him off more. Damn! Fuck! No, don't tell me they're trying to set up a season 2. Ron would have had a perfect ending. Oh, come on, bro! Like, everything was perfectly set up for a perfect ending, and this series just has to... It has to, like, piss all over its great ending. I mean, if they would have just taken away that line, I'd be like, yeah, great, happy ending. Now they're making it seem like, oh, yeah, no, there's probably going to be more. Hey, we never really had those two have a legitimate conversation. And he saved his ass twice, too. Hey, it's only fair that he holds on to it. Alright. Gotta admit, that's pretty charming, but damn, I'm still kind of like... I mean, now I'm conflicted because I like this series, but then the Holy Sword turns into Northern Sword. I'm like, why? Why would the writers do this? If they know, and don't tell me that, they're just following the king. The writers knew that their anime bombed because the pre-orders for King's Race Successors of the World were canceled. Like, the series did so bad in Japan, financially, that they had to cancel their pre-orders. So I don't want to hear this shit that, they couldn't have changed the lines. They could have fucking changed the lines. And then adding that, it's like, oh yeah, we'll just add this shit here. Just to bug it out of the King's Raid fans, the ones that actually stuck with the series from start to finish, just to piss them off. That's why this episode makes me conflicted, because I love everything I got in this episode, but at the same time, it's like, fuck. How can I ignore the downside of, it opens the door for a season 2 that we know we're never going to get because the series bombed financially. And the animators, they knew the series was going to bomb since, like, early on in the series. So literally, there was, like, no excuses. I mean, this makes no sense why they would do that. Who knows, maybe the after credits will have something really substantial. I mean, it's cute. Don't get me wrong. Seeing, oh yeah, true. They can't be leaving their two boats behind. Money, I hope. I just know it's been all in one place, though. Good. Cleo was a child with the money. Yes, an adult needs to match the money, not a child like Cleo. No, 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 no. Well, yeah, someone needs to be the adult to manage Cleo. He is a babysitter. Again, they could have had them go on a journey just for fun or rendezvous, not to take on a threat that's rising that the Holy Sword finds a terrible threat. I'm just saying. Oh. Wait. Is that the sister? But we saw her die. It's probably just a dark elf then. But he's just casually walking towards. Alright. I'm conflicted. I'm really conflicted because alright, here's the thing. If I were to rate this episode by itself on a scale of 1 to 10, I would actually give this episode a 9 out of 10. But since it took the piss by saying, oh yeah, there's a threat. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck, anime? That type of shit should only be done by animes that either are based off the source material or animes that have a high chance of getting a season 2. Now the thing is, I know this is based off the source material, but you would think the writers would have had at least the decency to be like, hey, maybe we should like change the lines a bit because we know we're never gonna get more. You would think! So that's why this episode, even though I would normally give episodes like this a 9 out of 10, I gotta give it an 8 out of 10 because that really pissed me off. And the action itself involving the Agmoon was great because you saw all the heroes work together. It felt substantial, like the conflict. It felt pretty heavy and I loved it. I was like, okay, seeing it all come together. I do got a question to Lane though. It's like, while they have her join the group, she didn't make much of the impact in the fight. And then afterwards, you didn't even see her in the finishing trip. It's like, she just felt pointless. So that was only one of the downsides about this episode. But the fight itself was great. And I do love how substantial the ending of the series was. Because at least you see the relationship between Aurelians and Dark Elves get better. So they do acknowledge that plot point that was introduced earlier in the series. You don't see Rehab pursuing after revenge anymore. He wants to improve things for Dark Elves by showing them the truth. I love that. And he rejected power. And I love that because the old Rehab would have actually accepted power. But this one, he's more caring about the livelihood of the Dark Elves in general. That's why overall, there were things I liked about this episode itself. Like, this episode itself was great. And the action was amazing because just seeing the epic feats of Agmoon, like, literally, with, like, the energy beams, how it was non-stop action, how it, even if Patak was a block, he still did a beam or kicks. It's like, the choreography was amazing. So there was a lot of things I liked. But the only thing, again, ruining it was like, oh, yeah, there's a threat. I'm like, fuck! If they didn't have that, I'd be like, this episode would have been perfection. But no. They just had to have that. They just had to. Now, as for the series itself, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I was going to originally give it a 7 out of 10 because I was like, you know what? It wraps everything up perfectly. Then it is the bullshit of, oh yeah, there's more threats. I'm like, fuck! Of all the series, they took on a substantial demon lord, Agmoon. You would think, alright, they would close the door completely so that at the very least us viewers would feel like, yeah, everything is resolved. But no! They couldn't even do that, and that pisses me the fuck off! And that's why instead of rating this a 7 out of 10, I'm going to rate it a 5 out of 10 for average. And now, for those of you wondering, Anime Caveman, you gave a lot of other anime shit for having shitty endings. And while that's true, and while, yes, I'm giving King's Raid shit too, here's the difference between King Raid and other animes. This series was mostly consistent. Like, there were a lot of good elements. I liked the themes of how, even though, yes, you might be from different backgrounds, you can collaborate with each other. Like how the Dark Elf, Reha eventually bonded with Scarlet. I do love that. I thought the action sequences were intense. And I thought Kasov, for the most part, was a likable protagonist. And that's why, even though, yes, the ending took the piss, there was enough to where I was like, I'll give you a 5 out of 10 for average. This anime wasn't awful, but it wasn't amazing either. It was okay. And there were some moments that were powerful too, like chibi stuff where I gotta give it credit for. But again, though, I definitely dislike the sequel baiting, though. But at the same time, I had enough fun with it where I was like, I gotta at the very least give him enough credit because it deserves that. But yeah, these are my thoughts on King's Raid: Successors of the Wall. I liked the final episode, the series itself. The ending really soured my mood, but I still enjoyed the series enough to give it an average score of a 5 out of 10, which is exactly in the middle. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the series and the episode itself. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the vid, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more, everyone. Bye-bye.